Hey guys, and welcome to the channel of Absolute Quality, and today we are talking about the DLC for Destiny 2, Expansion 2, Warmind. So I'm going to be talking about this right now. I'm not going to blow out any spoilers, so if you haven't bought it and you're waiting on this review or somebody else's review and you're looking at reviews to buy it, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to talk about things that might spoil it, but they're not, because they're just on the edge, but they're not going over. Let's go ahead and start where the entire DLC starts, the campaign. The campaign is trash. I don't like it. Again, it's just Destiny 2 does not have a good, writing team, or I don't know, involve me or something. Involve other things in the story. The story's just bland. It's like drinking flat pop. It's not fun. It just doesn't do anything. The story is just so, it's like, we have to do this, to do this, to do this, to do this. It's not like, oh my god, I'm worried about your safety. Don't do this. Please, be careful. It's just like, you gotta do this right now, please. I hit my mic. You have to do this. Do this, do this, do this, and we're done. I want it to feel like, hey, you're worth something, you know? Like, get to know me, get to know you, do all these things, you know? Sing Kumbaya, you know? Have fun. But the stories just aren't special whatsoever. There's a whole lot better stories out there, that is for sure. Didn't like the story, that's okay. You guys can go ahead and see for yourself. I still agree that it's just bad. Destiny does not have very good stories, and that's just how it is. Now let's move to the planet. So the planet is Mars, obviously, as you've seen. So you get to see these new enemies, these Frost Hive, and they are kind of cool because it does add a few different enemies in there. So there are a couple different actual regular enemies that they add in there that do some different things, and so they are a little bit cool to see. Overall, the enemy, I do enjoy them. Honestly, I like the Hive. The Hive expansions for Destiny have been actually really nice. So, you know, go back to the Taken King. Taken King was a Hive expansion. This expansion, I enjoy it. I enjoy the Hive. I enjoy killing the Hive. It's very satisfying when you see them blow up in yellow and green flames. It's just very satisfying. I don't know. Mars is the place for it. You have to talk to Anna Bray, obviously, and that leads you into the story of the game. But there are a few things that I want to talk about when you're on Mars, and some things that have been added that aren't on any other planet or even in the rest of the game. So let's first go ahead and talk about public events and patrol missions. Public events are somewhat different, so there are a few different variations of public events that are there. They're different. They have the Warsat, which is my favorite public event, the one that I freaking love. I don't know why. It's just hardwired in my head from Destiny 1 that's the best public event for me. I just really enjoy protecting the Warsat. I don't know why. And then patrol missions, they're about the same thing, really. You're not seeing anything crazy from there. They're honestly the exact same thing that you would see on any other planet you're in. But the rest of the planet, there are a lot of other things to do on the planet now. So now if you think about, you know, like Nessus or Io, you think about those planets, that's about all you can think of, is doing the patrol missions, going to do public events, and then handing in your tokens to the main character of the land. That's it. But now, on Mars, there are a few other things to do. So now there are actual weapon quests, there are quests for other things, there are secrets that you can find, there are riddles that you can solve, there's a whole bunch of other crap that I haven't even gotten into, and I'm having a heck of a time. There's a whole lot of other stuff to do on this planet, and it's actually keeping me there. 100%, I've been on Mars more than I have done anything else in the DLC. I've literally just been on Mars doing public events and doing missions and then doing riddles and then looking for secrets. I'm literally just on Mars, and it's super fun to just screw around on Mars and do stupid stuff and just look for stuff and, you know, be very chill with everything. It's fun. It's fun to actually enjoy the planet. It's fun to enjoy the planet that the DLC offered. Osiris was not an example of that. I think I was on Mercury for probably a combined total, without doing the missions, without doing that, just being on Mercury and doing Mercury stuff. I think I was probably on Mercury for about 10 minutes total, the entire time that it was available. I got it the first day it came out, and I free roamed on Mercury for 10 minutes. So now you can see where this comes in, because I've honestly been on Mars probably 8 hours already. And I freaking love Mars. It's so much fun. It's so much fun to actually have more stuff to do. So now that we've talked about the planet and about the quests and stuff, let's go ahead and talk about the things that we have seen previously. Now let's go ahead and talk about the one thing that is different, a completely different mode that they added, and it's like the wave defense mode. I haven't even gotten to do it. I've done it, but it's so freaking hard that I can't do it, okay? It's recommended light level 380, and I'm 345, and I've tried it with 5 other people that were probably around my rank, and we got level 2. We didn't even finish level 2, because it was that difficult with our light level. So, I haven't even tried it out, so if you were looking for this review to say, hey, what's this mode? I don't know. It's literally a wave defense of a whole bunch of other crazy stuff that happens at the same time, and it's just, honestly, it happens so fast, and I was doing all the stuff, it just, you know, I didn't even know what was going on, to be totally honest with you. Okay, so like I said, I was 345, and the rank is 380. Required, right level, not required, but recommended for that activity. It's really hard to level up. As I've noticed while playing this DLC, it's very hard to level up, and I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure the only way to level up in this DLC is to actually do the powerful Ingram weekly stuff, and I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can level up. I'm not sure yet. I think probably when the raid comes out, that's probably your best bet of leveling up, but I'm pretty sure the only way to actually get leveled up is to do the powerful Ingram weekly events. Mainly because, LOL, I get a whole bunch of blue Ingrams, like before, get a ton of blue Ingrams, but they only drop at 1 light level and they never go up. I get legendary Ingrams. I'm getting legendary Ingrams out the wigwam right now, and none of them level me up. They're all stuck at 1 static number, and it's frustrating, but it's it kind of puts it into perspective. It's like, hey, you need to do this and not that. That's gonna get you, you know, fun time, but doing that's gonna get you leveled up. You know, it's a little bit difficult to level up, and that makes it a little bit more rewarding, because honestly, in the previous DLC and in the previous game, not Destiny 1, but Destiny 2, the launch game state, it's really easy to level up. You can level up probably in a week, and if you're even grindier, you can level up faster. Like all the way to 330, from 0 to 330, you can level up that fast. Like, you don't have to worry about powerful Ingrams, you just keep playing the game and you're going to constantly get Ingrams or loot that's constantly better and better and better and better. It like just keeps going up. It's like a constant incline. Well, here it's not. It died. I'm stuck. I'm static level. And I did some powerful Ingram events, so I did my 3 heroic strikes, which was painful because the strikes recommended 350. And then I did my Crucible, so I was able to get 2 powerful Ingrams, and from those 2 powerful Ingrams, I went from 340 to 346. So, obviously, there's a specific method on how to actually level up, so it's a little bit more rewarding and grinding when you actually finally are able to get that loot. But let's move on to the strikes and to the Crucible. The strikes and Crucible. So what do I have to say? Strikes are basically the same, except they have added modifiers, and one of the modifiers this week, LOL, is melee hits are fatal to you. Not to the other enemy team. Not enemy team, but, you know, the android walking frozen hive. If they smack you, you're dead. 100% dead. Fatal. Death. Your ghost is in the sky, you're dead. Not great. Not a great adventure. But they do have modifiers, and that definitely changes up the game. So when I went into these strikes, I'm trying to stay away from every enemy as far away as possible, because if I get smacked once, I'm dead. Probably next week they'll have, like, you know, melee does 3 times the damage or something, and then I'll just run up and kill everything with my fist. So it obviously changes up the gameplay a little bit, so it's a little bit fun. Rewards and loot and just the main mechanics of strikes, the same, really, nothing really changed there. And then also with just a variation of new strikes and stuff, there's a couple new ones, not a whole lot, so, you know, I wish they would kind of beef up their strike department, but, you know, whatever you can get, right? Moving on to the Crucible, I guess, and the Vanguard strikes. So with the Crucible and the Vanguard strikes, you now have ranks or level up stuff that you can do, and it's really fun to do that stuff, because now I actually get to see what I'm getting. So they show you exactly what you're leveling up for. So every level you get something, or every other level you would get something, and every time you level up, you're able to get those objects or weapons or armor or whatever, ghosts, ships, sparrows, I can't speak. But you get some crazy stuff like that, and it's actually really enjoyable to get that extra stuff. It's really fun to actually be able to see what you're getting. But you also are in that pool for the random stuff, the random loot table that was gifted to the Crucible and the Vanguard. So you're able to now grind for things that you want, that you see that you want, or grind for everything that the activity has to offer. But then, while you're doing that, you're also getting random loot that you don't know what you're getting. So it's a little bit of a surprise, but then you're also grinding. So you're grinding for a surprise, for mini surprises, and then some specified loot. And so that makes it a lot easier and a lot more fun, and it makes the activity a lot more enjoyable because I know that I'm actually making progress towards something, and that makes it 10 times better. Moving on to the buffed exotics that they have. I legit have only used Darcy, and I haven't stopped using Darcy since I equipped it. I didn't even know why it was in my inventory, the exotic sniper rifle, but it's a god. It's a boss melting machine. If you haven't used Darcy and you have the DLC, or not, I don't even think you need the DLC for this, but if you have Darcy, equip it and shoot bosses. Please. Enjoy shooting bosses in public events because they get melted faster than the clip is empty. Like, it's just, it tracks them, and then it shoots, and then headshot, and then it just keeps multiplying if you keep hitting them and not moving away from that target, and it's absolutely fantastic. I freaking love it. I don't know what it is. I just enjoy Darcy. You're probably seeing me use Darcy right now because I'm completely addicted. I haven't even used any of the other exotics, so I can't even tell you what they're like. I haven't used anything because this one has kept my attention for so effing long. So, now for my opinion on if this DLC has saved Destiny or done the likes of protecting Destiny from dying. Do I think this DLC has risen Destiny 2 out of the grave and completely structured it into the world now as an amazing game? Negative. That's not what happened. Do I think it stopped the bleeding? Hell yeah. I think it stopped the bleeding. It put a bandage on that crap and wrapped it around there and tight as hell, and it's not bleeding anymore, thank God. Successfully not bleeding. That's what, hashtag successfully not bleeding anymore. But there are some things that need to be worked on still. Obviously, there's some holes. There's some things just, recouping, getting Destiny 2 into that MMO type FPS shooter. There has to be a lot of stuff to do, and there has to be a grind, and there has to be all this stuff. They just kind of skipped a few things when making the game, and now they're kind of putting them back in, filling the holes, plugging the puzzle pieces into the place that they need to be, and it's starting to get better. I'm hoping that with each expansion, so this really big one that's coming in the fall, I'm really hoping that turns Destiny completely around. Right now, I do believe that this expansion has helped. Honestly, if the rest of the game was like this and there was a lot more other things to do, then this game would be actually really good. This is just a stepping stone, and I hope it continues to go up. I hope the stepping stone turns into stairs, which turns into a massive staircase of success. Only time will tell. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button, and if you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You don't have to hit the bell. LOL, you don't have to hit it. You still get the notification. It doesn't matter. You'll see my video eventually if you subscribed. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.